Good morning, everyone. Welcome to IELTS orientation program here. Your journey begins here. Before that, let me introduce myself. This is Sharmila Banu, your IELTS trainer with 2 decades of experience here in this educational domain. So first of all, let me greet everyone who has assembled here virtually for this IELTS orientation program. Today's takeaway here is the most important quote for you. It's not your English that decides your band, it's your strategy. And you're going to learn a few tips and techniques so that you can push yourself forward to your desired band. So, here, knowing the language is not enough for IELTS. Knowing how to use it under pressure is what truly matters. The questions to you here. Can you please give in the chat box? Anybody? Can you please give here in the chat box the answers? You're going to describe. You need to give a word to describe your feeling about IELTS exam. Can you please give it to me? Describe the feeling that you do get the moment you think about IELTS exam, like scared, anxious, or nervous, anything. Yes, one word, just one word. Can you please type it there in the chat box? Those who are present here. Describe in one word about your feeling the moment you think about IELTS exam in the chat box. Yes? Okay. I expect answers. Anybody? Please give me answer. Yes, Adirai Rajan. Concerned. Absolutely fine. Adirai Rajan. I appreciate you. Wow. Other students, can you please give me in one word? What is that? What sort of feeling do you get the moment you think about IELTS exam? After Adire Rajan, anybody? Come on, quick. Let me see your answers here in the chat box. I'm eager. You are enthusiastic learners. You're willing to go abroad for your higher studies. Am I right? Come on, quick. A few answers from your side. Nervous, excited, enthusiastic, uncertain, or confident, hopeful, anything like that. Yes? Can you please? Okay. Yes. Let's move on to the next slide, right? Yes. So here, the next question to you is, see the moment. Yes. Have a look at this one. See, under pressure, will you be able to answer it quickly within the time limit? Since time is the only constraint, will you be able to answer it quickly? You may know the answer, but you can. But can you find it in 60 seconds? That is 1 minute, within a minute. Is that possible for you? Or look at the next question. Can you write 250 words with structure in just 40 minutes? Or speaking. While speaking, can you speak for 2 minutes continuously without stopping or panicking? Yes, only by that time your mind races, your pulse increases, your throat gets dried. Yes, and your heart races fast, really, and your hands tremble. All these things happen while speaking. Okay, listening trap. What will you do if you miss one answer in listening? Panic or move on? What will you do? The next question to you is, do you know what to do first when you see a reading passage? Do you read it fully or skim it? So these are all the techniques that you are going to learn from IELTS tutor Sharmila Bhan. Okay, then the next one to you. Okay, so if you're not familiar with English, let me ask you in Tamil. தமிழ்ல கேட்குறேன் நான். எதற்காக IELTS எக்ஸாம் எழுதுறீங்க? Because when I speak in English, you are uncertain to answer. Let me ask you in Tamil then. எதற்காக IELTS exam? Saravanan Murthy or Mahalakshmi and many other students. May I know, please? Put up your hands. If you wish to answer, please give me the answer. Yeah, please answer. Yeah. Unmute yourself and please speak up, ma. எதுக்காக? Why do you want to take IELTS exam?
Yeah. Hi, ma'am. Am I audible?
Come again?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So, actually, I'm planning to do my master's in Germany. So, that is for that the IELTS exam is required. So, I'm planning to do take this exam.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good, great. Kudos to Mahalakshmi. Yes, so you're planning to go abroad, that is to Germany, and where IELTS is mandatory. Okay, super. Okay, your goal may be different. See, each and every student may be going to different places like the US, the UK, or Australia, or New Zealand, or wherever. But your path is the same, is it not? What is the path? A good IELTS score for you, for everyone. Super, Mahalakshmi. Thank you for your answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next slide. So, how to succeed in IELTS exam? That's what you're going to learn. IELTS exam எழுதலாம் உங்களுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியலாம் பட் வாட் ஆர் ஆல் த டிப்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னிக்ஸ் ஒரு டிப்ஸோ டெக்னிக்ஸோ இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி கண்டிப்பாக ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும் why I am making use of Tamil here. If it is bilingual, I do believe that you'll be able to speak up with me. You can convey the answers with me. Yes? Okay. So IELTS is not a stroke of luck. It is a result of consistent practice and the right strategy. How many of you do believe that a stroke of luck would do? IELTS exam வந்து லக்குனால நான் பாஸ் பண்ணிடுவேன் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க எத்தனை பேர்? Put up your hands, let me see. Let me see. Anybody? நான் 12th clear பண்ணிட்டேங்க ma'am. IELTS எல்லாம், oh come on, I can do it. How many of you? Believing in stroke of luck? Nobody? Nobody? Very good, very good. Super. Okay, so if not stroke of luck, then what else? Consistent practice and the right strategy. What is the consistent practice? Continuous practice பண்ணணும். IELTSக்கு important key என்னது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கன்சிஸ்டண்டா இருக்கணும் உங்களுடைய practice. You have to practice continuously. The consistency must be there. And along with that one, right strategy. Another strategy, often the trainer is talking about strategy. Yes, you'll get to know about that one. Okay, before that, what is IELTS? யாராவது சொல்ல முடியுமா? Can you please expand the abbreviation IELTS? Who knows that? Anybody? Come on. Yes. Who knows that? What is IELTS? Anybody from the group? Who can answer it? Yes. Yes, answer please. You have put up your hand, you can answer. Yes, anybody? Be louder. That's not audible. You can answer. Yes. Those who have put up your hand, please answer it. Can you? Okay. Okay. So I'll just put up here what is IELTS. Can you see this one? Because nobody answered it. Yes. You have to unmute your mic while speaking. Do you know that? You need to unmute yourself. Okay? So, International English Language Testing System. Yes, that is the expansion of the abbreviation IELTS, International English Language Testing System. Okay, the next one. So, why it is needed? It measures real life English proficiency. The next thing is, it is accepted worldwide for study, work, and migration. எஸ் யூ நீட் ஐஎல்டிஎஸ் படிக்கிறதுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லைங்க, உங்களுடைய ப்ரொஃபிஷியன்சியை செக் பண்ணுறக்கு கண்டிப்பாக நீங்கள் ஐஎல்டிஎஸ் டெஸ்ட்டை எழுதணும். அது போக வேர்ல்டு வைடு இருக்கிற எல்லா யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸும் இதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணணும். நீங்கள் படிக்கிறதுக்கு போகணுன்னாலும் சரி, இல்லை வேலைக்கு போகணுன்னாலும் சரி, இல்லை பிஆர் வாங்கணும், பெர்மனன்ட் ரெசிடென்சி இது வாங்கணும் அப்படின்னாலும் சரி, யூ ஹாவ் டு டேக் அப் ஐஎல்டிஎஸ் எக்ஸாம். தட் இஸ் மேண்டேட்ரி, ரைட்? Okay. So here, why take IELTS? எதுக்காக? What அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்க. அடுத்தது why தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டாமா? Yes, most of you are willing to go abroad for your higher studies. Is it not? So study abroad. The very first point is study abroad opportunities. Yes, most of you wish to go abroad for your higher studies. Okay. And then the next one, global career. உங்களுடைய career இந்த லெவல்ல இருந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவலுக்கு போகணும் அப்படின்னா again you have to take up IELTS exam, right? Okay. Then immigration requirements. When you want to migrate there, that is to go to a different country. And then you have to improve your communication level. Yes, to boost up your confidence level, you need to take up IELTS exam, right? Okay, so got to know why take IELTS. So here in IELTS, you do have two types. One is academic and general training. Academic, so those who are willing to go for higher studies and for universities, then in that case, you have to take up academic. அதாவது நீங்க யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ்க்கு படிக்கிறதுக்கு போறீங்க அப்படின்னா அகாடமிக் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கேட்டகரியை நீங்க எடுக்கணும். இல்லை நீங்க வேலைக்கு போறீங்க அப்படின்னா ஜெனரல் ட்ரைனிங்கை நீங்க எடுக்கணும். Understood? The second one? Yes. So here, what's the difference between these two things? அகாடமிக்கும் ஜெனரலுக்கும் இருக்கிற டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் தான் என்ன? நீங்க அகாடமிக்ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அகாடமிக்கும் ஜெனரலுக்கும் இருக்கிற ஒரே ஒரு காமனாலிட்டி. வாட் இஸ் தட் காமனாலிட்டி பிட்வீன் தீஸ் டூ? யூ கேன் see speaking and listening test. Both the tests remain the same. ஸ்பீக்கிங்கும் லிசனிங்கும் ஒன்னே தான், வேற எந்த சேஞ்சஸும் அதுல இருக்கா. எங்க டிஃபரன்ஸ் பார்க்கலாம்? ரீடிங் அண்ட் ரைட்டிங், இதுல தான் நீங்க டிஃபரன்ஸ பார்க்க முடியும். ஓகே, ஸோ இதுல ஐஎல்டிஎஸ்ல மார்க்கிங் ஸ்கீம் எப்படி இருக்கும்? அதாவது ஐஎல்டிஎஸ்ல பேண்ட் ஸ்கோர் ரேஞ்ச் என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கும்னு பாருங்க. 0 to 9 உங்களுக்கு 0 to 9 இருக்கும். If only you do get 7+, you'll be taken. You can enroll yourself in any of the universities over there. அதாவது 7+ பேண்ட் இருந்தால் மட்டுமே நீங்க நல்ல ஒரு பெரிய யூனிவர்சிட்டியில ரெப்யூட்டட் யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்குள்ள போக முடியும். ஓகே, So band 9 அப்படின்னாக்கா expert user, you can read this one. Band 8, very good user. Band 7, good user. Band 6, competent. Band 5, modest. Band 4 and below, limited ones. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு நல்ல ஒரு டாப் நாட் யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்குள்ளே போகணும் அப்படின்னா you have to be a good user. That is, you have to score band 7 plus. Only then you can get into top universities. Okay, so here practice makes you comfortable, strategy makes you successful. You're going to learn the strategies. IELTS எப்படி ஈஸியாக கிளியர் பண்ணலாம், எப்படி நல்ல பேண்ட் ஸ்கோரை வாங்கலாம், 7+ பேண்ட் ஸ்கோரை எப்படி வாங்கலாம், that's what you're going to learn. An overview of that one. Here in IELTS, you do have 4 modules, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So the 4 modules, எவ்வளோ modules இருக்கு? IELTSல 4 modules இருக்கு. Listening for 30 minutes, reading 60 minutes, writing 60 minutes, and speaking 11 to 14 minutes. So you do have 4 modules in IELTS. Okay, have a look at this one. So இது எப்படி இந்த டெஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்? It starts from listening. Listening டெஸ்ட் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு நடக்கும். அதுவும் லிசனிங்ல 4 செக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும், 40 questions. And how many minutes? You'll be having half an hour to clear those 40 questions. அந்த 40 questions half an hourல நீங்க clear பண்ணணும். So time on the clock tick பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும். The clock keeps ticking and you keep listening to the audio and you write down the answers, right? And then comes reading part. Reading you'll get 3 passages, 40 questions, and 1 hour. So 3 passages, 1 hour. And the 1 hour the 3 passages. So in that case, how can you divide the time? 20 minutes for each passage. 20 minutes எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த பேசேஜ் உங்கள் ஸ்கூல் லெவலில் கொடுத்த பேசேஜஸ் மாதிரி இருக்காது. உங்களுடைய அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் லெவல் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா you can crack it. Otherwise, you need to have a practice. You need to go for a practice. Yes, practice makes perfect. And then comes writing part. Writing, under writing, you do have 2 tasks. 2 tasks, that is for 60 minutes. Task 1 and task 2. Yes, and then speaking part. Speaking, you do have 3 parts here. One is the very first one, interview. Interviewல உங்களுக்கு ஒரு random question கேட்பாங்க. Where do you live? Do you live in a house or an apartment? What kind of dress do you like to wear? Or what sort of food is your favorite one? இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு random questions கொடுப்பாங்க. அப்புறம் Q card. Q card அப்படின்னாக்கா உங்களுக்கு ஒரு situation கொடுத்துட்டு ஒரு question கொடுத்துட்டு 1 minute தான் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் டைம். அந்த 1 minute ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்க 2 minutes அட்ட ஸ்ட்ரெச் பேசணும். You have to speak continuously for 2 minutes. Yes, and then discussion. நீங்க பேசின டாபிக்கை வச்சு சில கொஸ்டின்ஸை திரும்ப தேர்ட் பார்ட்ல கேட்பாங்க. So this goes around for 11 to 14 minutes. So listening, reading, writing, speaking. Got it? So IELTS எவ்வளோ modules இருக்கு? 4 modules. So get to know about this one. For all together, you'll get 2 hours 45 minutes. So the test will happen for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And we do have 2 types, academic one and general training one. You do have academic one and general training one here, right? And that happens for, academic happens for 2 hours and 45 minutes in total. And you do have 2 types of delivering the test. One is computer-based test, and then the other one is paper-based test. Okay? So listening for 40 question, reading for 40 question, and then writing you do get 2 tasks, right? Okay. And speaking எப்படி பண்றது? Speaking அப்படின்னா you can't give just the answer, simple answers. You have to give little bit in an elaborate way, right? You have to extend your answers. So in the reading அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா, you have to go for skimming and scanning. What is that skimming and scanning? You do have two types of skills when you read anything: skimming and scanning. Skimming, which means that giving a glance. Scanning, which means that you are going for the details. Skimming அப்படின்னாக்கா ஒரு பார்வை பார்க்கறது. சரி, இந்த இப்போ ஒரு நியூஸ் பேப்பரே எடுத்தா நீங்க என்னமா பண்ணுவீங்க? You'll just go through the pages, flip through the pages. அப்படியே இந்த பக்கத்தை புரட்டி பார்த்துட்டு நம்ம இது படிக்கணுமா அது படிக்கணுமான்னு யோசிப்பீங்களா இல்லையா? Similar to that one, skimming. Scanning அப்படின்னாக்கா you need the details. எந்த டேட்ல என்ன நடந்தது, எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஆச்சு அப்படிங்கிற டீட்டெயில்ஸ் வேணும்னா you have to read. You have to read in detail. So that is known as scanning, right? Okay. So most important thing what you have to do is you should know how many words to be written there in the answer sheet while listening. And the directions வந்து நீங்க கண்டிப்பா படிச்சிருக்கணும். One word எழுதணுமா இல்ல two words எழுதணுமா இல்ல no more than two words இதை பார்த்துட்டு அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி எழுதணும். For sure you will be getting full marks, right? Okay. The next one. Have a look at this one. IELTS format overview. Yes. So for how many hours will you be writing? 2 hours and 45 minutes, right? And then score validity is for 2 years. So ஒரு தடவை IELTS exam எழுதுனீங்க அப்படின்னா அதனுடைய validity எத்தனை வருஷம் பாருங்க, 2 years, not more than that. நீங்க அதுக்குள்ள ஃபாரின் போகல, ஏதாவது யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கு உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கல அப்படின்னா again you have to take it up. இந்த மாதிரி நடக்காது, but I'm telling you, this is the prior information to you. So என்ன மாதிரி டெஸ்ட் டைப்ஸ் இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு? We do have two types in IELTS: academic and then general. So you're going to get to know about academic only because you're going to apply for the universities, right? Okay. What are all the delivery options available here? Paper-based one and computer-delivered one, right? So I would suggest you strongly to get into a computer-delivered one, right? Paper-based one போனாக்கா நீங்க திரும்ப எல்லாமே எழுதணும், erase பண்ணணும், அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பிரச்சனை இருக்கும். Computer-deliveredனா automatically it can correct everything there. Okay. So here, listening test la பாருங்க, listening duration for 30 minutes. Listening test happens for 30 minutes and you'll be having 4 recordings there and 14 questions. So what are all the question types for that one? உங்களுக்கு multiple choice கிடைக்கும், sentence completion இருக்கும், map labeling இருக்கும், matching இருக்கும். இந்த 4 type of questions இருக்கு. You need to listen to that one. Listen to the audio and then thereafter you have to write down the answer, right? So here, if it is paper-based one, you will be getting extra 10 minutes to write down the answers, okay? If it is computer-based, you have to write it down immediately. Okay, and then comes the recording types. What sort of recording types? என்ன மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு ஆடியோ எல்லாம் கிடைக்கும்? 2 பேர் பேசுற மாதிரி ஒரு social conversation. You can see social conversation of 2 people here, right? And then you'll be having social monologue and then educational discussion and then academic lecture. So இந்த மாதிரி 4 விதமான ஆடியோ ப்ளே பண்ணுவாங்க. அதுவும் only once. You'll be able to listen to the audio only once. It won't be played the second time at all. So you need to be really very alert. You need to be all ears and listen to that one, right? Okay. And now, so what are all the tips for you while listening? The most important thing is word limit. See, in a hurry, what students do? Students, they never listen to the instructions at all. They never read the instructions. First of all, read the question paper. Read the directions given there. Got it? And then skim questions before the audio. Audio play பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடியே இந்த questions எல்லாம் நீங்க read பண்ணி வச்சுக்கணும். You understand that. And then watch for synonyms and distractors. அதுக்கான synonyms என்ன அப்படிங்கறது கண்டிப்பா நீங்க முதல்லயே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். So you have to enrich your vocabulary then and there. So here in this case, no negative marking at all. Unlike all the other competitive exams, no negative marking here. Okay, so now I'm going to play one audio and I believe that everyone can listen to that one. Yes, if you don't listen to, please let me know. Yes, are you listening everyone? What I am telling you? Yes, can you listen to me? I'm going to play the audio. I'm going to play the audio. Tell me whether it is audible or what. I'm going to play the audio and I have put up 2 questions beneath the audio here. Yes, take a screenshot of this one so that you can write down the answers. So I'm reading the question, making sure the beach does not have dash on it. That is the very first blank. Number 1 is the blank here. And then no, the second blank. No, the second blank. So take a screenshot of this one or you can write it down there in a piece of paper. Yes. And then I'm going to play the audio now. Once if I play the audio, please let me know whether it is audible to you and then thereafter you're going to write down the answer. Right?
IELTS 17, published by Cambridge University Press and Assessment 2022. This recording is copyright. Test 1. This is the IELTS listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 parts. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Now turn to part 1. Part 1. You will hear a woman called Jan phoning a man about their local conservation group. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5.
I have given you just 2 questions, not 5 questions. I have given you only 2 questions. You're going to fill it up now. Yes.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello?
Oh, hello. My name's Jan. Are you the right person to talk to about the Buckworth Conservation Group?
Yes, I'm Peter. I'm the secretary.
Good. I've just moved to this area and I'm interested in getting involved. I was in a similar group where I used to live. Could you tell me something about your activities, please?
Of course. Well, we have a mixture of regular activities and special events. One of the regular ones is trying to keep the beach free of litter. A few of us spend a couple of hours a month on it. And it's awful how much there is to clear. I wish people would be more responsible and take it home with them.
I totally agree. I'd be happy to help with that. Is it okay to take dogs?
I'm afraid not, as they're banned from the beach itself. You can take them along the cliffs, though, and children are welcome.
Right.
We also manage a nature reserve, and there's a lot to do.
IELTS 17. IELTS 17.
Okay. So I do believe that you must have written the answers. I played it once. Did you listen? And I played the audio. And I do believe that you must have written the answers. Yes? Can you put up your hands? Have you all written the answers? Can you please put up your hands? Yes? Okay. Yes. Good. I do believe that everyone has written. So what is the very first answer? First answer? What is that? May I know? Anybody here in the chat box? Can you please write it down? What is the very first answer? If you did get the word litter, yes, if you did get the word litter, that is the right one. Litter, litter. Yes. And then the second blank, it talks about dogs. No dogs. Okay, that's the answer. And I do believe that at least a few students would have received the same answer. Am I right? Can you please put up your hands? Okay. Okay, and now let's move on to the next one. So the tips for listening here is attention and accuracy. The very first thing is you need to predict it. Guess the answer before listening, what it could be, because you people have gone through the question. So you need to predict it. And then there may be traps. Don't be distracted at all. You need to be really very alert. And then track the audio. You have to be really very keen. Yes, and then note the keywords. What are all the important words there? And don't be panicked at all if you miss even one answer there. You keep listening, you keep moving on to the next one. Yes, the most important thing is read questions before the audio. Before the audio is being played, you have to keep listening to that is, you have to read the questions, right? So these are all the tips for listening. And now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so reading section, you do have 3 passages as we already discussed, and you do have question types like true or false or not given, matching features, and summary completion. So reading, as I already told you, what you need to do is you need to skim it first. You do get 3 passages, you need to skim it, and then you need to scan, right? Okay, so here, what are all the strategies? Read the first and the last line. That is mandatory for you. So, whatever the information has been put up there, you read that. Yes, and then false versus not given. Verify that one. Where students lose their marks only in this sort of question, whether it is false or not given, right? Okay. So here, let me give you one more practice question. Do the following statements agree with the information given in reading passage 1? If your answer, write it in your answer sheet here. If it is true, the statement agrees with the information. If it is false, the statement contradicts with the information. If it is not given, there is no information on this at all. So true agrees with the information, false statement contradicts with the information. Not given, there is no information at all. Okay, so one more example for you. You're going to do it now, and let me see how many of you are going to get the answer, right? So you can have a look at this one, talking about step wells. A millennium ago, step wells were fundamental to life in the driest parts of India. Richard Cox traveled to northwestern India to document these spectacular monuments from a bygone era. During the 6th and 7th centuries, the inhabitants of the modern-day states of Gujarat and Rajasthan in northwestern India developed a method of gaining access to clean, fresh groundwater during the dry season for drinking, bathing, watering animals, and irrigation. However, the significance of this invention, the step well, goes beyond its utilitarian application. So, the next. Unique to this region, step wells are often architecturally complex and vary widely in size and shape. During their heyday, they were places of gathering, of leisure and relaxation and of worship for villages of all but the lowest classes. Most temples are found dotted round the desert areas of Gujarat, where they are called Wa, and Rajasthan, where they are called Bauri, while a few also survive in Delhi. Some were located in or near villages as public spaces for the community. Others were positioned beside roads as resting places for travelers. So these two paragraphs will do for the next question. Look at the question. Examples of ancient temples can be found all over the world. So what could be the answer? Whether it is true or false or not given. You have to tell me. How can you go with this one? If upon reading these two paragraphs and after reading the question, what would be the answer? What would be the answer? Any guess? What it could be? Just read the very first and second paragraph alone and then you can give me the answer. Mahalakshmi, Adirai Rajan, and then Kalimuttu, and one more with the name just Sampath Kumar. Yes, so you can try it out. Okay. Yes, Mahalakshmi, can you please let me know what is the answer?
Not given in the passage.
Come again.
Not given in the passage.
Not given in the passage. Okay, okay. So kudos to Mahalakshmi for opening up the mouth and giving the answer, because the rest of the students are sitting and listening keenly, I can understand. But the very first answer from Mahalakshmi, really a remarkable one, fantastic one. But let's see the answer, whether it is correct or not. Okay? Yeah. Okay, when you move to the next one, most step wells are found dotted around the desert areas of Gujarat. This means that step wells are unique to India, so they cannot be found all over the world at all. So unique, look at this word, the word unique. Got it? So the answer contradicts. So the answer is false. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That is tips for reading. What is that? Tips for reading, speed and strategy. See, in a few minutes, how many words can you read it? How many paragraphs can you read it? Get to know about two skills, that is skimming and scanning, as we already discussed. Skimming, which means that reading quickly in one go. Just like that, when you get the newspaper, what do? Whether to read entertainment, whether to read about sports, or whether to read about education, whether to read about politics. You make up your mind. Is it not similar to that one? You need to skim it. And then scan. What is that scan? Find specific information. Whether Virat Kohli or Mahendra Singh Dhoni, yes, has got six whatsoever. Specific information, you need to find it out. Okay, keywords. Understand the important words in the questions and paraphrase it. What is meant by paraphrasing? You have to rewrite it in your own words. That is known as paraphrasing. You need to get the synonymous words, but you have to reframe it. That is known as paraphrasing. Okay. Locate, find the answer in the passage. For sure, the answer would be there in the passage, but you need to find it out. It's all up to you. So with the practice, consistent practice, you will be getting the desired band score. Okay, time management, control your speed. 3 passages altogether within 60 minutes. So in 20 minutes, you need to complete 1 passage. So what you need to do, don't read every word, skim, scan and locate, right? These are all the tips for reading. Okay, and then comes the writing task, the third one under IELTS exam. First is listening, and then reading, and then the third one is writing. You do have 2 tasks, writing task 1 and then writing task 2. Writing task 1, you can complete it within 20 minutes. Whereas writing task 2, you need to get 40 minutes here. right? So writing task 1. Have a look at this one. You will be given a graph, pie chart, or map, or like a line graph. Yes, bar graph. And based on that one, you need to write down. And the word limit is 150, minimum 150. And then task 2, that is essay type. Minimum words you have to write down at least 250 here. Yes, and here you can see higher weightage than task 1. So task 1 has got lesser weightage, whereas this one has got higher weightage, right? Okay, and then let's move on to the next one. So have a look at this one. IELTS writing task 1 to get band 7 plus what you need to do is 150 plus word count must be there. Yes. So this is a report, not an essay. You need to understand that. The most important thing is the overview of this paragraph. You have to write down a clear overview without any number, right? Okay. And then you can have a look at this one, how the marks are segregated. So task achievement, you will be getting 25%. What are all the tips for writing? See, don't make use of complex ones. Don't make it really very complex. Think about the structure and make it really very clear. Clarity is mandatory here. So even before you can write it, you have to think about it. You have to plan about that, right? And then structure, organize the ideas. What are all the ideas while writing? You have to make use of connecting words, right? Discourse markers, whether it goes in a logical flow. Yes. So develop your ideas, explain it clearly, then linking words, which is mandatory. You have to connect sentences. If you're writing it in simple sentences, you don't stand a chance of getting full marks here, right? So avoid repetition. Never ever make use of the same word there. Go for any of the other synonymous word. Okay, if I say IELTS exam is the easiest one, instead of saying easy, you can say it's an effortless task for me. Go for this word, synonymous word, learn, right? He's a great orator. When you want to say he's a great orator, instead of that one, you can say captivating orator, right? Okay. So check grammar. That is mandatory. Okay, and let's move on to the next one. Yes. And see to that good writing is not long writing at all. It is clear and structured one. We teach you the structured way of writing. Yes. Okay. The final one, speaking part. This speaking part happens on the same day if you are lucky enough, or else prior to your test date or even after the test date. Got it? Yes, and then the next one. For speaking, you do get 11 to 14 minutes, and that too, you do have 3 parts here. Okay, let me give you one example. I like music. If you say, I like music, do you think that you will be getting good marks, good band score? Writing strategy slide. Okay, yeah. Sampath Kumar, at least now you have put up something there in the chat box. I really appreciate you, Sampath Kumar. Super. Okay, I'll take you back to that one. Yeah. Others, please bear with us. Let me. Can you see? Sampath, take a screenshot of this one, Sampath, so that we can move on to the next one. Yes, good, great, superb. Yes. So I'm really delighted to see you students are taking part in this one. Yes, if only you converse. The trainer will be really very happy. Glad. Okay, got to know about speaking here. Yeah, we started with this one. I like music. Instead of saying I like music, How can you expand the sentence? Is there any way, any method? Is there any strategy? Okay, here am I to give you a few tips. See, can you please read? Anybody, can you please read this one? Mahalakshmi, would you like to read it? Mahalakshmi, can you please read it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear, read it.
I really enjoy listening to music, especially during travel because it helps me relax and improves my mood.
Okay, so how to elaborate this answer? Let me give you a tip. You need to write in the sentence. So if you're talking about music or cinema or traveling or whatever, along with that one, you have to give the detail and the reason. Why? You need to give the reason. Yes, when and where did it happen? Because. What is the reason? Because I feel happy. Because it helps me to unwind it. Yes. So you need to give some sort of explanation here, reason here, right? Okay. The next question. I watch movies. Can anybody try it out? யாராவது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்களேன். பேசுறதுக்கு எந்த தயக்கமும் வேண்டாம். ஹெல்ப் பண்றதுக்கு தான் நாங்க இருக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? Adirai, would you like to have a try? Give a shot at it, please. Anybody? யாராவது ட்ரை பண்றீங்களா? ஐ வாட்ச் மூவிஸ் அப்படின்னு இருக்கிற ஒரு சின்ன சென்டென்ஸை எப்படி எலாபரேட் பண்ணலாம்? அதுக்கான ஒரு ரீசனை கொடுங்க. நீங்க மூவிஸ் வாட்ச் பண்றீங்க, எதனால வாட்ச் பண்றீங்க, அப்படி வாட்ச் பண்ணா என்ன நடக்குது உங்களுக்கு அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லுங்க. கேன் யூ ட்ரை? ஐ வாட்ச் மூவிஸ் பிகாஸ் ஐ ஃபீல் ரியலி வெரி குட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாமா? சிம்பிள் சென்டென்ஸ்ல. Because it helps me to unwind myself, because it helps me to take off things from me. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Adirai, can you please read this one, Adirai?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I usually watch movies in my free time, particularly comedy movies, because they help me unwind after a busy day.
Yes, absolutely. So ரொம்ப பிஸியான நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் உங்களை நீங்க எப்படி ரிலாக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்குவீங்க? மூவிஸ் பார்த்து தானே. தட் இஸ் த மீனிங் ஆஃப் அன்வைண்ட். எஸ், அன்வைண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் அ பிஸி டே. Okay, good. Thank you, Adirai. Okay, the next example. What do you do when you are busy? பிஸியா இருக்கும் பொழுது what do you do? என்ன பண்றீங்கம்மா? Everyone, anybody can answer it. What do you do when you are busy? Sanji is a new one. Can you please give me answer even in Tamil? Tamilல கூட சொல்லலாம். ஒன்னும் தப்பு இல்லை. Sanji. Twice your name has been put up. Can you please answer? தமிழ்ல கூட சொல்லலாமா? பிஸியா இருக்கும் பொழுது என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? அதுதான் question. Yes. Tell me, please. Okay. Okay, I'll give you. I'm not able to change. Okay, one second. I'm sharing the screen again. Yes, can you see here? Okay, so the answer is like this. Will you say I try to finish my work quickly? Or yes, anybody else who would like to read it? Anybody? Read பண்றீங்களா? Like yes, you can read it. Yes, Adirai, again, can you please read it, ma, from here?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
When I'm busy, I try to stay focused and manage my time well, otherwise, I might run out of time.
Okay. Otherwise, I might run out of time. See, look at the usage of idioms here. See, when you make use of idioms, it shows you as if you are a native speaker. You sound like a native speaker, right? I might run out of time. Got it? Make use of idioms while speaking, but not make use of idioms frequently, then and there. Yes, if it is required. And that too, it should be a spontaneous one. ஒரு நேச்சுரலான ப்ராசஸாக இருக்கணும். ரொம்ப அதில் கொண்டு வந்து அடைக்கக்கூடாது. Got it? Okay. So speaking. Okay, the next question. Is it easy to learn English? English learn பண்றது ஈஸியா? அதுக்கான ஆன்சர். Yes, ma. Mahalakshmi, can you please read it, ma? Mahalakshmi, can you please read it?
No, it is difficult to learn English.
Okay. The next one, can you please read it, ma? Mahalakshmi?
At the beginning, it was challenging, but after some practice, I got the hang of it.
Yes, I got the hang of it. One more idea. You are mastering the language here. You got liking for it. Yes? Okay. Yes, I use my phone a lot. So here you can elaborate the answer like this. I do believe that Palanivel. Am I right? Can you please read it? Palanivel. Am I right? Somewhere I'm not able to see your name, but can you please read it? Okay. Let's go on to the next one because we are running out of time here. Yeah, I like traveling, and this answer can be that is, you can expand it in such a way so that you can get 7+ band. Yes, Adare, can you please read this one, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I love traveling because it allows me to explore new places, experience different culture, and take a break from my routine.
Yes, absolutely fine. Super. Okay. So tips for speaking here, you need to have the fluency and you should have the natural language. You don't want to try to fix anything there inside while speaking. Yes, speak smoothly. Let it be slow. You don't want to rush really very fast. Got it? And never ever give short replies at all. When you give short replies, then in that case, you'll never ever stand a chance of getting full marks here. That is more than 7 band score. And make use of natural expressions and be confident while talking. Got it? And never ever memorize at all. Be spontaneous. So, what is the punchline for you? Speak to communicate, not to impress, right? So, why do you want to speak? You need to convey the message clearly, properly. Okay. So, in speaking section, you can see familiar personal topics about your home, about your place, or about your studies, about your work, and all this stuff, right? And in the long term, you'll be given 1 minute time, and within 1 minute's time, you have to prepare so that you can speak for 2 minutes continuously. அதாவது ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் தான் உங்களுக்கு ப்ரிப்பரேஷனுக்கு கிடைக்கும். அந்த ஒரு நிமிஷத்துல நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? 2 நிமிஷத்துக்கு பேசுறதுக்கு அட் a stretch without any hesitation நீங்க பேசுறதுக்கு உங்களை நீங்க தயார்படுத்திக்கணும். எப்போ? ஒரு நிமிஷத்துக்கு உள்ள, right? And then go to the next one, part 3, that is general discussion. So நீங்க என்ன பேசுனீங்களோ செகண்ட் ஸ்டெப்ல அது ரிலேட்டடான கொஸ்டின்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு தேர்ட் பார்ட்ல கிடைக்கும். So if you were talking about your friendly neighborhood பத்தி பேசியிருக்கீங்க செகண்ட் பார்ட்ல, அப்ப தேர்ட் பார்ட்ல இப்போ நெய்பர்ஹுட் எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வரலாம். So based on your topic, the examiner may be asking you a few questions there in part 3. ஸோ பார்ட் 2க்கு ரிலேட்டடான பார்ட் 3 கொஸ்டின்ஸை உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸாமினர் கேட்பாங்க. இது எவ்வளோ நேரம் நடக்கும்? 11 to 14 minutes உள்ள இந்த 3 பார்ட்ஸுமே நடக்கும். ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். So while speaking, what you need to do, you need to be descriptive as possible. Yes, no, அப்படின்னு சொல்லாம சும்மா சிம்பிள் சென்டென்ஸ்ல முடிக்காம you have to make your sentence quite lengthy. Got it? And speak slowly அப்படின்னா சத்தம் கம்மி கிடையாது. ஸ்லோலி அப்படின்னாக்கா அந்த பேஸ், அந்த ஸ்பீட் அது வந்து கொஞ்சம் கம்மிப்படுத்திக்கலாம். எஸ், யூஸ் புல்லட் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் டியூரிங் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன். 1 நிமிஷம் உங்களுக்கு ப்ரிப்பரேஷனுக்கு டைம் தராங்க, 2 நிமிஷம் அட் அ ஸ்ட்ரெச் பேசுறதுக்கு 1 நிமிஷம் டைம் கொடுக்கும் பொழுது நீங்க புல்லட் பாயிண்ட்ஸை எழுதி வச்சுக்கணும். Right, so that you can refer that one. Got it? Okay, and then the next one. Yes, so there are so many resources available. So official resources அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா IELTS.org, British Council, and then Cambridge. Then the test day advice எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னாக்கா you have to book it early, especially for speaking. ஸோ அந்த சென்டருக்கு நீங்கள் ஒரு நாள் முன்னாடியே போய் பாருங்கள். ஸோ என்னென்ன டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் வேணுமோ அத்தனையுமே கேரி பண்ணுங்க. இதை மறந்துட்டு அதை மறந்துட்டு நோ வே, யூ ஹேவ் டு டேக் எவ்ரிதிங். ஓகே, அண்ட் நவ் இட்ஸ் யுவர் குவிஸ் டைம். இத்தனை நேரம் உட்காந்து கேட்டீங்க இல்லையா, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன குவிஸ். ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்காது. Yes, it's not all about a complicated one at all. உங்களுக்கு ஆப்ஷன்ஸும் இருக்கு. How many skills are tested in IELTS? Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D 5. How many skills? Orala kuda sollala. Yes, Mahalakshmi has given me the answer. Good, great. Yes, anybody else? Come on, ellarum chat box la answers kudukalame. Yes, you can give me the answer. Yes, it shows that you are taking part in it and you people are listening to the class. Yes? Okay, good, great. Let's move on to the next question. The speaking test is conducted on computer only, face-to-face with an examiner, online recording, group discussion. இதுல எந்த ஆப்ஷன் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Come on, let me see. Come on, quick. Who's that? Computer layer, face-to-face, online, group discussion. Come on. Speaking test. Speaking எப்படி நடக்கும்? அதே நாள்ல நடக்காது. Sometimes நடக்கலாம். சொன்னேனா? 7 days prior to the test or after the test. Absolutely, Mahalakshmi. Great. Fantastic, Ma. Yes, Mahalakshmi has given me the answer. Superb. Face to face with an examiner. Absolutely fine. Yes, Sanji. Yes, Sanji. Tell me, Sanji. Tell me, Sanji. You have put up your hand. Yes, I'm glad to hear your voice. Come on, quick. Sanji, கையை தூக்கி இருக்கீங்க. என்ன சொல்ல விரும்புறீங்க? சொல்லுங்கம்மா. Sanji, I am glad. I'm ready to listen to you. What is your answer? Unmute பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க பேசணும்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா unmute பண்ணுங்க. Yes, Sanji, option B. Option B. Yes, fantastic. Fantastic, babe. Good. The next one. Which module is different in academic and general IELTS? Which module is different? இதுல எது சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கும்? நல்ல கொஸ்டின் புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். எது சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கும்? Listening, speaking. Yes, Adire Rajan has given. Oh, wow, glad man. Okay, Adire Rajan has given me the answer. Yes, Mahalakshmi has given me the answer. And then the rest of the students, come on, quick. I expect your participation. You are an enthusiastic learner. Come on. Yes, superb. எல்லாரும் பாத்தீங்களா ஒரு ஜோஷோட ஆன்சர் கொடுக்குறீங்க. Really, I am delighted. to get to see your answers. Yes, reading and writing. Which module is different in academic and general IELTS? Yes, reading and writing. That's what the answer given by Mahalakshmi and one more Adire Rajan. Yes, super. Both of you, kudos, students. Then the next one. How long is the reading test? Option A, B, C, D. Which is the answer? Come on, quick. The clock is ticking. You won't have enough time. Come on. Yes, Sanji. Sanji has given me one answer. The rest of the students, what it could be? What it could be? How long is the reading test? Come on, you're not going to lose anything. Nor I'm going to give you anything. Yes, I can give you appreciation for your right answers. Okay? Yeah. What is the answer? Sanjay has given me the answer. Mahalakshmi, can you please try? Adirai. Yes, I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, Mahalakshmi. Yes, I received the answer from Mahalakshmi. How about Adirai? Adirai? Okay, Adirai too has given. Boys, can you please give me the answers? I couldn't see your names here on the screen. Boys, please give me the answers. Whether it is right or wrong. No worries. Okay. Yeah, how long is the reading test? That is 60 minutes, 1 hour. For reading test, you do have 3 passages. Yeah? Okay. The next one. But anyways, kudos to your right answers. Yeah. Writing task 2 requires at least. Writing task 2 requires at least 100 words, 150 words, 200 words, 250 words. Yes. Adirai. Okay. Adirai has given me the answer. Yes, others. Mahalakshmi too has given me the answer. Yes. Others. Come on, quick. Yes. Okay, so they have given me option D, 250 words. Absolutely, that's the right answer. Okay, have a look at this one. What are all the skills, the time required or given, questions and tasks and contents? Have a look at this one. Listening, you'll be getting 30 minutes, but 10 minutes to rewrite the answers there in the paper. If it is a paper-based one, it is a paper-based one, the answers, whatever you have written here and there, you'll just strike it out. Yes, and then thereafter you'll be writing it. Okay. And then reading 60 minutes, 40 questions, writing 60 minutes, 2 tasks, and speaking 11 to 14 minutes. Okay. So you'll be getting 4 recordings, 3 passages, graph plus essay, and finally interview. Yeah. Okay. And now, what are all the common IELTS myths? You need to have perfect language. Perfect language. IELTS crack பண்ண முடியும். No. You can learn the language. Got it? You get to know about the strategy. Then thereafter, you can clear it in one go. Accent matters, not at all, but pronunciation matters. Accent and the UK accent or US accent, அது வேணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. ஆனா pronunciation correct-ஆ இருக்கணும். அது memorized answers. So which is your favorite destination or food அந்த மாதிரி கேட்கும்போது அதுக்கு மெமரைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போகணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. Natural way of speaking will do. Communication matters most. Yeah, அதுதான் வேணும். Ultimately நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ் டெஸ்ட் எதுக்காக எடுக்கிறோம்? கம்யூனிகேட் பண்றது. அதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் பேசுற கண்ட்ரியில உங்களால சர்வைவ் ஆக முடியுமா? உங்களால கன்வே பண்ண முடியுமா, அவங்க சொல்றத உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியுமா அப்படிங்கறதுக்கான டெஸ்ட் தான் இது. அது போக நல்ல ஒரு டாப் நாச் யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கு போகணும் அப்படின்னா நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், கண்டிப்பா நீங்க IELTS மூலமா லாங்குவேஜ் ஸ்கில் டெவலப் பண்ணுங்க. So here we are to help you out. Got it? Okay, now what's the next one for you here? How we will prepare you strategy based learning, the very first one. We keep you teaching you tips and tricks, the techniques that are required to crack this IELTS exam, and daily speaking practice. So the moment you keep speaking in English, the rolling of your tongue and the usage of your jaw gets aligned with the language, right? Okay, and now vocabulary and grammar that improves your language, right? And mock test with feedback. So உங்களுக்கு கண்டிப்பா இங்க mock test கிடைக்கும். நீங்க எழுதி பார்த்துக்கலாம். இந்த டெஸ்ட் மூலமா உங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு என்ன ஸ்கோர் கிடைக்குதுன்னு நீங்க பார்த்துக்கலாம். Yes, this is how we prepare you for the desired bank score, right? Okay, expectations. நாங்க உங்ககிட்ட expect பண்றது என்ன? You need to attend the classes regularly, complete the assignments then and there, and speak English daily. Make it as a habit and practice consistent. These 4 things that we expect from you. So from today, don't feel scared of IELTS at all. Follow a plan, practice daily, and improve step by step. Okay, so this is not just a English class. This is your step towards your future. Can you all please repeat this one? This is not just an English class. This is my first step towards my future. Can you please repeat after looking at this one? Everyone, can you please repeat it? Okay. Yes. So we are not just preparing for IELTS, we are preparing you to perform under pressure, because already I asked you a few questions whether you'll be able to speak up in a few minutes, and that too within the given time limit. So only in that case you'll be losing your mind, right? So here we practice, that is we train you to crack this IELTS exam, right? Okay. So ultimately, this is the time to wrap up the session. And here is Sharmila Banu signing off. Bye-bye.